G'day guys, David East here and welcome back to my Aviation Human Factors channel. Thanks for tuning in. Today what I've got for you is another airliner and another airliner fire. The outcome of this one, however, is a whole lot different, a whole lot better than the last video I uploaded of the Saudi Arabian Airlines fire. This video is a really good one for you techos out there. Basically centers around a bolt, a simple bolt that made the aircraft go from this and turned it into this, basically through the fitment of an incorrectly fitted bolt. I've got a video for you to watch. Let's go to the video. So here we've got China Airlines Flight 120. I apologise for the quality of the video. I did GTS it, but this is the best quality video I could find on YouTube. So as you can see, the right hand engine's on fire and the passengers are quickly evacuating the best they can. Let me set you a bit of a scene on what actually happened here. So the flight was normal, the landing was normal. As the plane was taxiing in, a couple of the guys on the ground noticed that there was a little bit of a fuel leak coming from the right hand wing adjacent to the number 2 engine. So as the aircraft stopped, the captain's done the normal turn off the seatbelt sign thing, and everyone's gotten up as they do and stood around, which is probably got to be one of the most annoying things when you go flying on a plane, is when everyone actually just stands up in the aisles and waits for the doors to open before they can leave the aircraft. Once they shut the engines down, basically that fuel that was leaking from the right hand wing started leaking onto the number 2 engine jet pipe and also onto the hot brakes, which quickly turned into this little flash fire that we've got going on here. One of the techos outside has indicated to the captain that they had a fire. He's quickly gone, yep, cool, let's evacuate this thing and get out of here. So he's hit the evacuation sign. The flight stewards have rearmed the doors and opened them up to let the escape slides flop out and do their thing, which we see happening here. So yeah, the evacuation's going pretty well. As you can see, there's no firefighter to be seen in sight. The firefighters do actually know about it, but their response time isn't as good as it should be today. Seems no one on the ground really knows what to do here. There's a couple of buses coming in, but they're like, hey, I'm not getting too close to this thing. This looks pretty dangerous. Until basically we get to a stage, basically all the passengers have managed to evacuate, the pilots have jumped out the window, and then kaboom! The whole lot goes up. The whole lot's ignited, the fuel in the tanks have gone up, and the plane's now seriously on fire. So as you can see, there's still no firefighters in view. The bus drivers are going, that is it, I'm out of here, but this guy still wants to stand there and watch it. No, he's like, oh, what do I do, what do I do? Yeah, I'm getting on my bus and I'm getting out of here. So basically what happened here and what caused this is there was an incorrectly fitted bolt in one of the leading edge flap slat tracks. When they retracted the leading edge flaps after landing, the bolt has actually come loose. It's fallen out and actually penetrated a hole into the fuel tank adjacent to that right hand engine. That's obviously caused the fuel leak. The fuel's leaked onto the engines, onto the brakes, and this has happened. Amazing effort by the crew to get all those passengers out, because everyone survived. There was only a couple of injuries. One young girl said she was just feeling sick and someone hurt their foot, I think. So yeah, a very good effort and a very good outcome considering the disastrous look of this fire. So here's a couple of pictures of the flap track area where the problem occurred. There's a bolt at the rear which was fitted incorrectly. It had the incorrect washer fitted. That bolt was able to slide out of its mount, fell into a hole, and when the flaps retracted, basically that caused that bolt to penetrate the fuel tank, causing this massive fuel leak, which eventually caused this fire. So as we see the tail fall away, this fire just getting more and more intense. Hopefully the firefighters are going to be turning up fairly soon. That would be a good thing, because they're really needed at this stage. And oh, yep, here they are. Cool, very good. 6 minutes it took the firefighters to get there. They copped a bit of a scolding for that in the later investigation, because at major airfields like this, the response time should be less than 3. So what sort of learning points can we take away from this? Basically, it's good to understand that when you're taxiing in, even though it's a fairly chilled situation to be in following your landing and your flight, basically good to know that anything can happen at any stage. In this case here, the captain had turned off the seatbelt signs. The passengers were in a very relaxed state, just about to get up and stand in the aisles and being annoying as they possibly could before they waited to get off the aircraft. The call to evacuate to the passengers was the best decision. It would have startled them immensely. They had no time to get their bags in this case, which is great, and they all just got off the aircraft. The system worked very, very well. So just a reminder to all aircrew that your job's not over until you pick up your bags and you get off that aircraft. So once again, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you listening. Please go ahead and subscribe. Leave any comments as you feel necessary. I look forward to bringing your next video. And until then, safe flying and have a safe day out on the flight line.